Welcome to another episode of Explore Trumbull County. In this episode, we're going to be headed to Brook Wildlife Area. It's a 390-acre state wildlife area located in Southington, Ohio, on Phalanx Mills Herner Road. Activities include hunting, fishing, birding, and some hiking. The parking lot, it's got about enough room for half a dozen cars to fit comfortably. And you're going to walk right through the gate in front of you and continue onto the path. So you start out walking into the area down this nice shaded path, which really adds to the charm of this spot when you see what's at the end of it. It's not a long walk, but it's something to consider if you like to take a lot of gear with you when fishing. There's a lot of wildlife here, and fishing too, and I have some pictures later on in the video. So let's just chill and enjoy a nice relaxing walk. The first fishing area you come to is also a kind of boat ramp. If you wanted to take a canoe or a kayak out, I've taken an inflatable out and it's pretty nice out here. The water's pretty shallow, far out. You can still catch fish here though. If you make a right from the last spot, you'll be here, which is where we did our fishing today. This is a great lake for catching fish, with multiple species of fish. We caught some bluegill, bass, and one that might surprise you is crappie. There are a bunch of them in here, but they don't get very big. The crappie one of my boys caught is the biggest I've seen come out of here. He also landed this bass on a cane pole, which he was really excited about. The lake also has bullhead and channel catfish. It's definitely a kid-friendly spot. I would say the fishing pressure here is low to moderate. Not uncommon to see a couple of people here on the weekends. Now, if you take a left when you come in, this is where you're walking towards the other side of the lake and the hiking path, I guess if you could call it that leads to Tinker's Creek. I will mention that there's almost no shade around this lake during the summer. That may be something to take into consideration when visiting. This is also a public hunting area, so at the end of September, expect to see hunters and possibly hear gunshots. There are a lot of geese, ducks, and deer in this area. This is the trail that leads to Tinker's Creek, and it actually goes beyond it quite a ways. It's pretty overgrown in the summer, with razor grass and some plant that is pretty painful if you come into contact with it, not to mention the ticks. This area is a lot nicer in the spring and in the fall. And we're going to walk down to the creek here. I probably should have listened to the kids and skipped this. I had a couple of ticks on me, mosquitoes were swarming me, and my leg was on fire from that plant. You might be tempted to fish in this hole that you'll see to the left, but I've never caught anything in there. There are salamanders and crayfish in the creek. If you go to the left, in a couple hundred yards, maybe not even that, it's going to be private property. If you go to the right, it's a pretty nice creek, and it goes on for quite some ways. If you continue around the bend there, you'll see the last easily accessible fishing spot. This is a nice spot because it gets shade first and has a pretty good drop off for catfishing. Just watch your step down there if the ground is wet. It is kind of steep. The video really doesn't do it justice. This is also a great spot to see wildlife, as you'll see here in a second. Also, here are some feathers and shells the boys found, and here are some friends I made while fishing on a different occasion. This picture was taken right before sunset and really highlights or showcases the amount of wildlife that you can see in this area. That wraps up this episode. Please share this video with someone who is bored, and go ahead and subscribe for more places in Trumbull County to explore. I should be posting videos bi-weekly at the least. Go ahead and leave a place you'd like to see us explore in the comments. And if you're interested in advertising with us, send me an email at exploretrumblecounty.ohio@gmail.com.